Welcome back, you sexy, cute, beautiful anime lovers.
Yes, sir.
We love you very much here at the Out of Pocket Anime Podcast.
I didn't think he was getting creepy because he didn't cuss. I was wrong.
And it's your boy, Blackie Chan.
It's a comedy hotshot himself. And guess what? Guess what?
What?
I found out today I got two of these shirts.
Okay.
Just thought you should know.
Awesome. So you accidentally bought two, is what you're saying?
Apparently I did. I bought one in large and one in XL. Do you want to guess which size I'm wearing?
The one a little bit higher.
Joke's on you, I'm wearing XL.
Okay, buddy, that's what I said.
Go
All right.
ahead with your intro.
Anyway, like I said, a very special episode for y'all today. We're getting into why killing characters in anime is important, crucial, importante.
You know different languages. Cool fucking guy over here. Yeah,
Well,
just so you guys know, we're gonna be bouncing around a whole bunch of different animes. We're gonna do our best with newer animes to at least try and throw the name out there and a spoiler warning. Uh,
mhm,
if we don't, we apologize. We'll try and sneak it in there. But if not, like if it's an older anime, if it's like Naruto or Dragon Ball Z, we're not throwing spoilers out there. If you haven't watched it by now, uh, that's on you. I'm
yeah,
sorry, guys. So
right.
anything I'd say within a year. Yeah.
Yeah, within the last
Yeah,
1, 2
within a
years.
year.
Yeah, within a year, that's
I think
fine.
that's the way to do it.
Again, now is your warning. If you don't want
Mhm.
any spoilers in any anime, dude, turn away now. Okay.
Turn away. Turn away because
Um,
we're gonna bounce around, baby.
right. We'll be bouncing around.
Big old super bouncy ball. We're big in
Right.
plastic.
And me and you, okay, really? Big and plastic?
Big in
That's how you like
plastic.
them? That's how you
XL,
like your
baby.
balls?
Is there another way to have your balls? I'm sorry.
Yeah, spaghetti. Duh.
Spaghetti balls?
Yeah,
Was that
not
like limp
plastic.
limp balls? I don't
No,
I don't I don't
squishy.
get
You
it.
don't like the squish
Ew.
balls?
Ew.
Yeah. Anyway, we had this conversation
Nasty.
plenty of times where we talk about not only characters when they die from the beginning, but also how dope it is. I think
Mhm.
it's important. It's
Yeah.
crucial.
Oh
I
yeah.
think we both agree on that, which is why it
Muy
is the way
muy
it is.
importante.
Right. Muy
Yes, sir.
importante.
Yes, yes.
And
Not to be confused with Pui Pui Prisoner. Hey.
right. Well, and it's ironic that I place so much importance on characters dying now, whereas the
When
anime that
you're
got me involved,
DBZ, where they don't kill fucking
DBZ.
anybody, because why
Right.
would you kill anybody? Why would
Right.
you do that? It makes no sense. DBZ is the reason we know it's important.
Uh-huh.
And it's
Yep.
like it drives character development. Like
It does.
you have to kill off your people
Right.
because like let's say in DBZ, right, where if we have Goku
Uh-huh.
and we kill off Goku, now the other people have to develop. We don't get a bitch ass Gohan as an adult or in high
Right.
school. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we get the Gohan that fuck with Trunks, future
Yeah. Kid
Trunks,
Gohan or Teen Gohan, whatever it was.
the
That's
future
the
Trunks one,
yeah.
where he was just all thugged out and shit,
Yeah. He was about
with
that action.
scars and shit like that. Like
Yeah.
that was a nigga right there.
Yeah.
That's the Gohan I wanted.
Right.
That
I mean,
only
that's
future Trunks got.
that's a rough example though, because Goku ended up being the main character, right? So it wouldn't
Yeah.
be that you'd kill him off and make other characters better. That'd be like killing Aaron Yeager at the beginning and then having Armin step in as the main, or
Mhm.
killing
Yeah, I guess you're right there, huh?
right, killing Asta and then having his I forgot,
You know?
step in and be the main. And it's like you don't have to necessarily do that. You just don't have to make there an ability to bring motherfuckers back. That is that easy.
Well, and the other thing too, and you're right, it's like where it's that easy. Like there should be limiters, like Naruto. They have the reanimation jutsu. Like
Limiters.
like there's you can bring people back, but there's only so much they're able to do, only so long you're able to bring them back. Like there's like
Parameters.
parent thank you. That's the fucking word I was looking for. I was gonna say
Yeah.
parentheses.
Yeah.
There's
No.
parentheses around it.
Hell no.
There's
Yeah.
parentheses. but the
Yeah,
word I
okay,
was
buddy.
thinking of was parameters.
This guy's in math class.
Yeah, PIMDOS, baby.
PEMDAS. Flashback.
But yep. But yeah, you get those parentheses, you get the exponent, and you square that exponent, baby.
Yeah. No, but
PIMDOS.
that was a good example.
It was a great example.
Reanimation jutsu has a price to it, has a cost to it.
Yeah.
The even when what's his face Nagato used the rebirth on everybody, that shit killed him. I
And
mean,
it's a
that was pretty
forbidden
wild though.
it's a forbidden jutsu too. Like
Well, that one
not
is just an unknown. No one
well,
had known
I
that
think
that
it's a
was even
forbidden
possible.
jutsu. I'm pretty
The
sure it's a forbidden
reanimation
one.
is,
Yeah, the reanimation is. I apologize. Yep.
yeah, not the
Yeah, that's the one
Nagato
I was
shit.
talking about. Yeah. But yeah, that one's a forbidden jutsu. So not only is it like does
Well,
it
that's
already
stupid.
have
Hey,
limit?
you're not allowed to do it. I mean, suck my dick. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do it if I want
I
it.
mean, that's fair.
Right.
That's
How would you
fair to be
ever
like,
know?
okay.
You know, unless you're like telling everybody, like, what is it? Kabuto did, but
Yeah, also, isn't shadow clones technically a forbidden jutsu?
yeah, multi shadow clone, and they
Like
watch him do
what
it
are they
all the
doing?
time.
What are they
How many?
doing to like
Yeah,
what does that mean it's forbidden? You
it
know what I
means
mean?
absolutely nothing because
It
the
means
main
jack shit.
character was using
Fucking
it over and over
it was
again
his specialty.
in front of everyone.
Yeah, it was his
Hey,
specialty.
isn't that forbidden?
Yeah, in
nobody,
fact,
nobody said
in
that.
fact he wasn't able to get into the fucking ninja school. And then he learned a
A
jutsu you're
forbidden
not
one.
allowed to learn, a forbidden jutsu. And then that because of that, they were like, you showed potential by learning a jutsu you're not allowed to learn, that you're not allowed to use. We're gonna go ahead and put you in the ninja class now. So let's just double down on that dumb shit, dude.
Right.
Like
Right. I think we could make a
and
full on
we're
episode how
three
stupid that
episodes
shit
in.
is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
like, like we're already making this pointless.
Yeah,
But
we
to that point, like I was saying before, it not only is it technically like does not only does it have parameters, but it's also technically a forbidden jutsu. So you're not supposed to use it.
yeah. Don't do that. Don't you don't you fucking open that
It's
door.
like Aquaman seeing
Yeah.
crimes on the
Hey,
land. Yeah.
you better
Hey,
stop. Like
don't do it, man.
like
If you come
Family
in this
Guy.
water, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. I was thinking of the Family Guy episode where they do that.
Yeah, throwing starfish
But
at him.
yeah, but I mean, it doesn't necessarily because you made a good point when you brought up AOT. Like,
Yeah.
if Aaron was to die in that first episode, then Armin would take over, but his character did still develop without a main character dying,
Right.
which argues my first point, which is it drives character development.
Right. Well, and the point being to why I brought that up was, dude, it's the main character. We get it. You can have your main character stay alive. You don't need your main character to die for it to be good. However, if you do it right, it can be pretty awesome. Now,
Yeah,
having said that, side characters. I mean, let's kill these motherfuckers off left and right. You know what I
Jesus,
mean?
dude. I
Let's
disagree.
make it
All
suspenseful.
right, guys.
All
JJK
right.
spoiler alert. If you don't want a JJK spoiler, just move ahead like 4 or 5 minutes. Why the fuck would you kill Nanami then?
That's what I'm saying.
That's a side character.
Because look at
I'm
the
not with
emotion.
it.
Look at the
I'm not
emotion.
with it.
Look
I'm
at your
not
emotion.
okay. I'm not okay.
That's what you need.
Rengoku, I am not okay.
Are you gonna watch the next season
Of Rengoku?
of Demon Slayer and of JJK?
I mean, yeah, both those shows are
Exactly.
fire.
And you're gonna watch them because that
But
added
I'm gonna
to the
be
hype.
mad about I'm watching them under protest. I'm watching them just to see how they end. I'll never forgive Demon Slayer for getting rid of Rengoku.
Yes, you will. You already
I
have.
will never. I
You
have
already
not.
have by
I
watching
bring it up.
everything.
I bring it up I bring it up every episode we talk about Demon Slayer.
You wouldn't if you wouldn't forgive them, you wouldn't watch another episode.
That's not true.
That is true because we just talked about the principal from MHA
You can
almost
you
stopping
can not
Homeboy
forgive stuff and
because he didn't
still
have a
have to deal
provisional
with it.
license. You want to explain that?
Yeah, there's moments and they're unexplainable.
So, so we're just gonna pull shit out of our ass. All
Yeah,
right.
there's moments where there's unexplainable. I can't tell you when it's gonna happen. I can't tell you what does it.
You're
Okay.
just saying a
It's
whole lot of words
specific
right
to
now.
every single show. Every now and then there's one thing that could happen, and every show could do it. I just couldn't tell you what that one thing is But every now and then there is
Mm,
something that'll happen where I'm just like,
yeah,
I guess I'm done with this show.
yeah.
I don't know what it's gonna
Uh-huh.
be. It could be like a
Rengoku dying?
fuck you,
Yeah, I don't think
die
so.
slow.
I don't
But it
think
could
so.
be, and the example you were talking about, MHA, was like if they're like, yeah, if they didn't care about Shinzo's, or if they didn't let him use his ability
You would have
because he
been
didn't
like,
have
"Fuck
his
this shit."
provisional license, I'd
Provisional
have been like,
license.
that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. I'm done with this show. But like, if Deku died, right?
Uh-huh.
If Deku died episode 5, that could have completely changed the story. And I would have been like, yeah, it's fine. Like it
Well,
all changes and
imagine a show
varies.
starting like that too, where the main character dies so early that it's a completely different main character, and that was the point of
It's
starting that
hard.
main
I'm trying to
character.
think of
That'd be
shows like
wild.
that. And I mean, technically, like isekais start off like that. Granted, they
Well,
get
they get
reborn.
reincarnated.
And so,
Yeah.
all right. So here's the thing: is that
Eh,
reincarnation? Is that a
eh,
loophole?
eh. Yeah, it
Is
is
re-
a loophole.
what about time
Why
travel?
wouldn't it be? Are you saying it wouldn't be?
I'm just asking. I'm just
Oh, okay.
asking the question. Why are you so angry? Good lord.
What are
Ugh.
you talking about?
It's a red's an ugly color on
I
you.
just asked you the same question.
Yeah, angrily.
Angrily?
Yeah, angrily. Yeah,
Angrily.
but yeah. So the two loopholes. I can't say
Loopholes.
that word.
The two loopholes.
Loopholes?
Loop
Loopholes?
loopholes.
Yeah, loopholes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, struggling over here.
Yeah,
But both of them, the two I think there are like isekais where someone's reborn.
it's a
And I
loophole.
mean, technically, that's not always an isekai, but it is. You know what I mean? So
Technically, it's not, but it is.
no, technically, it's not always an isekai because if they don't go to a new world, like there's too much
Yeah.
shit to it. But it's an isekai, right?
Uh-huh.
So if you're reborn, that's one loophole. The other one is time travel.
Right.
You haven't watched this one yet, but one of the newer ones I got into. Sorry, guys, another spoiler for a returner's magic should be special. That's one I watched recently that I actually kind of fucked with super hard. I did
Mhm.
not realize it's a lesser known one. It's not as known as the other ones,
Mhm.
but this dude essentially he's trying to fight off the end of the world, and he gets caught up in like a magic blast where he dies, but he gets sent back to his past self.
Mhm.
So I think time travel is a loophole for a character dying too.
Right. Yeah, it ruins it. I think it just
I
ruins
personally
it.
think it made it interesting.
Well, it made it interesting because it probably happened early on, right?
No, he died like right as the world was getting destroyed. So now he's
No, I'm
going back
saying
and he has a
in the
chance to change it.
anime, what episode did that happen?
Oh yeah, very beginning, like first
That's what I'm
second
saying.
episode.
Is
Okay,
that it
that's what
made
you
it
mean. All right.
interesting because it happened at the beginning. Imagine
Yeah.
watching 3 seasons and then that happens and then he starts a new journey.
Oh,
It's like
I'd stop. That see, I wouldn't be able
it
to
would
tell
have
you that
wasted
make me
all that.
stop. But the second, like if we're like 3 seasons in,
Yeah.
like let's say we're 3 seasons into Demon Slayer,
Uh-huh.
right? And Tanjiro dies, and they
Right.
send him back to the beginning to change things up. I would hate the show. I'd be like, okay, I'm done with
Because
it. That'd be one of
yeah,
those times that we were
right.
talking about.
It doesn't make sense. Um,
So now you even got to put timing into when people die.
right.
That's got to play a big factor because people can
Mhm.
die when they shouldn't, and it could ruin a show, right?
Yeah, it could easily ruin a show.
See, I
Easily.
can't think of any examples off the top of my head
That
where
ruined.
someone died at the wrong time and it ruined the show.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't think of one off the top of my head either. But perfectly timed deaths are just
Oh
and
yeah,
I can already think of some like Jiraiya Sensei is the first that came to mind, and I mentioned this in our pre-talk too. I didn't mention this, but I mentioned Jiraiya,
right.
and it's because his death made Naruto like leaps and bounds to me better. Like
Yeah,
even though
drove
he's
him.
out, and it
Hmm.
just it drives the plot forward. It pushes everyone who's on that side to do better or to do more.
Yeah. Now,
Love it.
what when he died? Because that was a big one. That was a big moment when Jiraiya died.
Massive. By
I
his
th-
own
I thought, yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh,
I thought when they first like talked about him dying, when that
mhm.
fucking frog was in there telling uh
Naruto.
uh Grandma Tsunade.
Yeah, Naruto and all them. Yeah.
Yeah, when the frog was in there telling him, I thought that took away from the how great they could have made his death. Like, I
What
was
took
like,
away from it?
"Oh, why are we doing it this way? Like, why not follow him along right now and show him dying or something like that?"
Like, in front of him? Show him dying in front of him?
Or whatever, just actually show the death
Yeah.
when you announce it, if that makes sense.
Oh, like, show the audience?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would've been cool, but I don't think it took away the way it happened.
I do.
Um,
I do, but you also like Naruto a lot more than I do.
right, well, and even look at DBZ when, before you thought people were just gonna come back left and right, before you thought that, when Krillin died from Frieza, like, before you realized Krillin could come back, you're like, "Oh my god, that shit was crazy."
I think the whole reason they were at Namek was to get Dragon Balls to wish people back to life.
Yeah, for the
So,
because they you can't wish people back twice with the
yeah,
original ones.
yeah, but once Krillin died, I figured they'd bring him back.
Yeah, but
So that meant nothing.
uh,
You're saying that when he dies, you don't know he's gonna come back.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying I knew. You were also
Okay,
younger. You got to
at
think of
I
your
was 2
age.
years younger.
Yeah. So you were younger.
You were like 10 and I was 8.
Yeah, that's a big difference though as far as understanding shows.
You didn't
It's not like
understand
it's
at
not
10
like I
years
was
old that Krillin was gonna come
it's
back,
not like I was 15 and you were 13. We were 10 and 8. Yeah,
but that's what I'm
I'd never
saying.
thought
If we were 15 and
I
13,
thought
I
Krillin was
that would
coming
make
back.
more sense.
I remember thinking Krillin was coming back, and if not, I could be making it up. I don't know. I lie a lot.
So that means you didn't have any, like, reaction to him dying. If you thought he was
Oh no,
coming
I had a
back, you had
reaction
0 reaction.
because that death was wild.
No, but you would have been like, "Oh, he's coming back anyway."
I wasn't fucking crying about it.
It doesn't matter if you cried about it. It matters if you thought he
Yeah,
was
I
coming
didn't cry
back.
about it because I thought he was coming back. That's what I'm saying.
That's wild. Why would you even cry about it even if he wasn't coming back?
Because I get attached to people. I cry a lot, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Apparently
Cry all
not
the fucking
Krillin.
time, dude.
You were just like, "Yeah, kill him. He's coming back anyway."
Yeah, fuck it, dude. They all come back in DBZ. The bad
Whatever,
guys
dude.
come back all
You're
the fucking
lying.
time.
You're a
I mean,
liar.
even when they don't come back, they come back. Like I'm gonna give you an example before you start talking shit because I say shit like that all the time. But like Cell
Mhm.
completely destroyed at the end, right? Not I'm not talking about when he actually regenerated. Like I'm talking end of the saga, dead. He dies at the end of the saga, and then you haven't watched the new whatchamacallit, Gohan movie?
No, Gohan Beast and
Yeah.
how he's back there.
Yeah, but there's a mega
I mean,
cell that he's fighting.
by the time you get to Cell, you know everyone's gonna be coming back no matter what.
No, but I'm saying like even Dragon Ball Z, even when they don't bring people back, they bring people back. And that was my example. Cell, they didn't bring him back. Like he died for real at the end of the Cell saga, but in the Dragon Ball Super
No, he came back in GT.
oh, I just refuse to acknowledge GT existed. Can you let me get out my fucking point though? So even though
I've
he
been
died
waiting.
for real, yeah, you fuck keep interrupting me.
No, I
Even though
don't.
he died for real, in the new Gohan movie that just came out like within the last year, uh, they make an android version of Cell. So even when he doesn't come back, they make him come back. It's like
Right.
why do we get stuck on people? Do you think that's what causes them to like keep characters around? Do you think the
Well,
writers
they had already
become
fucked up.
attached?
No, they just had already fucked up their plot, so they had to keep doing that. They already fucked up their power system, I should say.
Well, you could stop at some point. Like it's not hard to stop, right? Because you could have someone destroy the Dragon Balls.
Oh yeah, it's lazy writing, is what you're saying. It's like you're
Well,
saying you could just write in a new character.
what I'm asking, you can, but that's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is, do you think writers? Some of the reasons is a lot of writers they start writing these characters. They spend all this time developing these characters,
That they
and they
fall in
somehow get
love.
attached. Yeah, like
Yeah,
they get
no.
attached to this character they're writing because you got to think, you got to be a little wacky to come up with these fucking stories.
Yeah, no, you gotta be very imaginative, that's for sure. You gotta be a
Yeah,
very
so
creative type
I
person.
mean,
But
so
that's
who's
where
to
I
say
would
that
think
you don't?
I would argue that they're so creative that they would find it more intriguing to write another character, especially a
Maybe.
villain. I mean,
Maybe.
come on, but the problem with DBZ is that they always fell into that, so that was always a
It's
thing.
funny.
Frieza coming back
Yeah, and
17 times.
it's funny because it shows the time, like, we grew up in, but I always call this the Darth Maul effect.
Right.
They brought Darth Maul back, like, 12 times. I know
Mhm.
you didn't get so deep into Star Wars like I did,
Right.
but legit, like, he's came back from the dead or almost dying, like, 12 different times. So at this
Right.
point, whenever they refuse to kill off a villain because he looks cool, or anything like that, I always call it the Darth Maul effect.
Yeah.
Like, it drives me crazy. Let people die. Death has to have a meaning. Like, there has to be a finite end to everything, even if
Right.
it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, what's the point of death if you can come back? There's it just defeats
Exactly.
the entire
So,
purpose of
yeah,
death.
and then it turns into what's the end for these people then? So, like in Dragon Ball Z, the power system's flawed, right? Well, there's no end for anybody because everybody can always be wished back, so there's no consequences.
Yeah. Which means each fight as a fan of the show or as an audience, you're thinking even if he loses, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're not
And that
invested in
defeats
it. You're not
the
invested in
entire purpose.
anybody.
But a cool part to it, on the contrary of people dying, would be that influence, right? The influence that it has on the main character, the influence that it has on the main character. Just like the way people trade sides,
Are you
the
talking about
death
side characters dying?
dying, yes.
Okay,
And
alright.
that's why part of the reason why side characters dying is so damn important and cool to see. Um, because it influences that main character, and you love to see it. I don't know. I love to see it.
Yeah, I like the Game of Thrones method a lot. I was thinking about this when we decided on this topic to kind of talk about today. And the Game of Thrones will always come to mind because everybody could die there. Like there's nobody was safe in Game of Thrones, right?
Right.
And I think about it like that and I'm like, okay, no one could die, but if everybody has the ability to die and you as a show like have created that uncertainty around the characters, what kind of development and attachment can you truly have as a fan?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just like becoming too attached to Whis from DBZ. It's like it's
Right.
an angel. You know what I mean? It can't die.
Right. Well,
You
no one
know.
can die in DBZ.
But yeah. But
I know what you're saying though. I know what you're saying.
why
Like
become attached to
his
that
character
character?
inherently
Yeah.
can't die. Yeah, yeah. I got what you're saying. But
Right.
it's like you look at all these different scenarios. You look at the side character. The one thing that we talk about all the time on the show, on the pod at
Hmm.
least, is that like anime does a very very good job of introducing and developing their side characters and making them integral to the overall picture of
Especially
the
the
plot and
newer,
storyline.
especially the
Yeah,
newer
more so the
animes.
newer ones. More so the
Yeah.
newer ones. That is correct. But they've always been a good part of it, but I will give you that the newer ones are more detailed and thought out and complex characters, right? But
Yeah.
with that being said, like couldn't because of that, couldn't you make the argument that you could see more people killing off people like main characters because their side characters are more complex nowadays?
It could definitely happen more often now. I mean,
It
you look at
doesn't.
the end of AOT, that's probably the biggest hint, is that it could happen
Yeah,
more
but I
often.
mean,
But even then you just don't know.
yeah, with AOT it doesn't happen till the end. You know what I
But
mean?
that's what I'm saying, is you can branch from there. It's
Yeah.
it's like starting a whole new series because of it. Like they are starting to go back in time, right? Like Fire Force is a time frame difference in a similar parallel universe.
Yeah, from Soul Eater.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're starting to dabble in the timeline
Mhm.
shit and the possibility of killing the main character and still having a show. It's just
Right.
very fucking rare. I don't know who would want to do it. You know, it just to have someone built for so long, unless it was like a full on, hey, this is 7 seasons, this is that arc. Now we're switching to the new main character, and then we're switched to it's kind of like Avatar. You know what I mean?
Like
Last Airbender going from Aang, then he dies, then
so you're
going to
talking like
Korra, then
reincarnation at
she
this point?
dies. Right, but they still die. They're still their own person. So yeah,
Right.
the
So we're not
Rava
yeah,
goes
so
from
we're not
person to
looking at like an
person.
isekai where it's the same exact person in a different
No,
body. They're
no.
their own person, but they're like in touch with them past selves, which is the whole theory of reincarnation and all that stuff. Like you can get into all of that, which we're not going to.
Right.
But yes, I do agree. Like that is another aspect of it where they can die. And Avatar is actually a very, very good example of adding a new meaning on death, right?
Yeah.
Because in Avatar, in both the avatars, if you die normally, you reincarnate. And if you don't die normally, then you don't reincarnate. If you die in the avatar state,
You're done.
you're done. The avatar as a whole is done.
Right.
So now death has a crazy big meaning. So you have to actually be very wary of death.
Yeah, and it's
Like,
cool.
go ahead.
That's very cool because you got polars, right? You got the most powerful state that person could ever be in is the avatar state, and the
Right.
most vulnerable that person could ever be in is the
Death.
avatar state.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
So
Yeah.
it's balancing it is what I'm saying. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
have this all powerful being, but if they can
A
figure out how
power
to
balance.
restrain you,
Mm-hmm.
like Zahir almost did,
That shit was fucking that crazy ass version of Korra while she's fucking.
yeah, and it's just it creates a suspense that's much needed. The ability to end it all at any moment.
Yeah, and that's interesting. So I actually watched a video the other day where they were talking about Avatar, and they were talking about one of the biggest plot holes in the Airbender one was that who was the captain dude, Emperor or Commander Zhao?
Yeah, yeah,
He catches Aang, and he goes, "I'm not gonna kill you because you'll just reincarnate, right?" And he
correct.
would reincarnate to the Water Nation.
Right.
Now everybody's like, "Yo, that's a huge plot hole." I literally didn't. I'd never thought about this as much as I love that until 2 or 3 days ago when I watched this video, and they were like, "Yeah, if he kills him in the Avatar, or even if he doesn't kill him in the Avatar state, he kills him and he reincarnates. By the time Sozin comets come, he's gonna be a baby. What's that baby gonna do?
Yeah,
So
but
why
I
wouldn't you
mean,
have just killed him?
yeah, I mean, you'd just be buying more time.
Yeah, which is what you would could do anyways. Like you kill him,
But would you
and they
rather
were
buy more
remember
time or imprison him?
But remember, Sozin's
Uh-huh.
comment, they were going to eliminate the Fire Nation, right? So now you have the
Well,
Air
so
Nomads eliminated,
eliminate the Fire Nation. I think you meant to
or I'm
say,
sorry, Earth Nation, Earth
yeah.
Nation, Earth Kingdom. Fuck me. They were going to eliminate the Earthbenders, right?
Uh-huh.
So you already have the Airbenders gone. You eliminate the Earthbenders, right? Now you have nobody to teach the Avatar Earth. You have nobody to teach the Avatar Air, and you know it's going to be in the Water Nation. Like, not only did you buy yourself time, but the Avatar is much less of a threat now than it is later.
Yeah. I don't know if I would call that a plot hole though. I think it's because him wanting to just keep him in prison isn't necessarily a hole to just killing him,
Yeah.
if
I
that
mean,
makes sense.
what do you think? So if you're Zhao, if you're Commander Zhao, you have the Avatar captured. Do you kill him? Or do you hold off on killing him and just keep him hostage until it's all over?
Dude, I don't know. I really don't know. I want to say I would want to kill him, but then that would creep into my mind about like the whole point of us searching for this guy was because of that. So, I mean, I don't know.
I think kill him.
Um,
I kill him. You
he
know
he
who?
he doesn't know that much by then, so I wouldn't. I would just keep him captured because they would have had him captured had they not allowed one dude to fuck everybody up.
Yeah, I mean, and that dude Zuko is a fucking thug, but
With
yeah,
not, he didn't even use firebending. It's
he
like,
did
dude,
not. No, he just did it
you
with
know what I
fucking two
mean?
swords.
So I would have kept him in prison because he
Yeah.
hadn't learned anything yet.
Yeah. And sorry, I do want to bring this back because I just thought of this because we are talking about killing off characters right now.
Uh-huh.
Since we're talking about killing off side characters, the number one on my hit list of side characters that needed to go was that stupid ass fucking red baby
Red baby.
in AOT.
Oh, I was like, Red baby. I was like, what are you
Yeah, that
talking
red
about?
baby that they were passing. I
Yeah,
think that's a side
it was
character we could have
cloaked.
got away with killing.
Um, alrighty then.
It would have changed the whole storyline.
What would it have changed?
Everything.
What's everything?
Everything. Everything. The
Uh,
red baby be dead, I'd be happy. That's two big changes right there.
nice. I'm glad you enjoy killing babies still to
That
this
baby in
day. To this
particular.
day.
To
To this
this
day.
motherfucker day.
To this day.
But that red baby needs to go. And I'm starting an online group that says red baby needs to die. All right. Just so
Yeah,
you guys know, this will be an anime group. This isn't going to be like a weirdo group. All right.
right.
Red baby needs to die.
Yeah. One person I wish they would have just killed off that came back, and this is in Bleach. So for those of you who don't
Mm,
want a Bleach spoiler, now's your prep. Byakuya Kuchiki.
I fuck with him.
Dude, I was like, in
Bunkai.
1,000 Year Blood War, he was fucked up. I mean, Bankai got taken out. He's about to
Yeah.
die. You
Yeah.
know, Renji's sitting there.
Yeah.
No, he's about to die too. But I thought he died, and then he just wakes up in in the in the palace, whatever they
Yeah. In the
fucking
upper.
in the
Yeah.
court god Squad Zero palace,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the fuck you want to call
Yeah.
it, and he's alive. And I was like, that would have been so like sick. Like, and then Rukia has to take his place in the future,
Right.
and
Right. But I mean, they did kill off, spoiler alert, guys. We're still going on this, but they did, that I didn't want them to hear my voice and be like, "Ooh, it's okay to listen now." It's not. It's not. All right. But they did kill off the fucking main captain.
yeah, the headmaster,
Yeah,
the
they
old
fucking.
man
Why do you
Yama,
keep calling the people at the top always the headmaster?
because that's what
That-
they call him
That's
in the
like a
show.
reoccurring theme for you. Do they really call him headmaster?
Yes.
Oh, fuck me, my bad.
Yeah, and they also called him Old Man Yama.
Yeah, but he's dead.
Yeah, but he's old. He's
He's
he
old.
he's the
Look
one
at him with
character
this
who
loose
should
skin,
die. Look
the
at him.
old balls,
Like,
bro.
seriously. I was like, shouldn't he die at some point in the Aizen arc when I was watching that? I was thinking he was gonna die there when he was the one who put the fucking
Aizen,
fire circle in
another
there.
bad guy they didn't kill off.
Right. And
Also, while we're on it, Bleach, what's up with all these fucking weird sentences? Right? Like they sentenced Aizen to like 98,000 years in prison.
how do
And
you
it's
not
like,
kill him?
okay,
That
okay,
man's killed more people than
let's
cancer.
say like you can die at some point, or you like you age slower in the fucking in that world, right?
Apparently, Old Man Yama been
Right.
alive 1,000 years.
Right. So you age slower. Like that means at some point you're gonna release that crazy nigga.
Apparently.
That's a wild. Kill him.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how he didn't die.
Do you
I was
prefer
telling you
your
that.
villains captured or killed?
Killed. Killed. These motherfuckers are killing everybody. How many people did Cell suck off before, he ended up getting killed?
He
It's like
also killed
he
robots as
deserved.
well. He sucked them
Yeah.
niggas up too.
Okay.
Fucking 16.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah! Go
Uh,
hard. Remember the birds.
okay,
Go
buddy.
hard.
I know
I
you
love
love
you.
life. I love life as well. But no, they need to die. He needed to die. But when Old Man Yama died, I was like, yeah, that sucks, and it was dope the way he went out. But he's old, and he's the one who should
But he's
die.
old. You're stuck on old.
He's old.
I
Like,
think young people need to die too. I don't think we should be discriminating
that's what
against
I'm saying.
age when we're talking about killing niggas.
But I didn't care as much because it's like he's supposed to die. He's been leading for the last fucking 700 million
yeah,
years.
everybody's supposed to die at some point in their life. Like, what are you saying here, man?
Okay.
What are we fucking even talking
He's
about?
old.
Yeah,
He's
you've
old,
mentioned
damn
it
it.
multiple times. You
He
have a
could
very
die.
big problem with his age.
I
I
don't
fucking
care.
get it.
Now,
Uh,
a
uh,
not quite a death,
mhm.
not quite
But
a
a
death,
life. But a
but an
life.
elimination. Blue
Interesting.
Lock elimination of that one mid-range striker who beams it from distance. You remember? We were like, we fuck with him, and he had the
Oh,
bleach hair. He looked just like
yeah.
Ichigo.
Look just like him. I keep wanting to call him
Fuck.
Kurogiri, but he's not. That's not his name.
Yeah.
But it's
No,
something close to that.
I think the guy close
Kurogiri's
to that
the
was the red hair.
yeah, Kurogiri's the guy who fucking is the teleporter in MHA. but I know
Oh,
who you're talking about. I just can't think of his name. I always want to call him
right.
Kurogiri
But
though.
he got eliminated and
Yeah,
not killed, but basically, like,
but
that's
I
what
mean,
you would
they
consider
they
getting
they
killed
axed him
off.
out the show.
Right,
Yeah,
he's
you don't
done.
see him anymore.
You've been voted off the island, buddy.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Yeah. And I was like, "No!
Yeah, I fucked with him hard.
No!"
And
And
they were talking
it
shit
was
too,
important.
Mr. Fair and Square. I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh god damn, dude, that's fucked up."
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they even found a way to technically in their own way to kill him off.
Yeah. Yeah, and Chainsaw Man, that one horny bitch, she died. I was like,
Did
"What?"
she? Which
You
one?
remember the first horny bitch that
Oh,
threw
with
up
the
on him?
with the eye patch.
Yeah, threw up on him?
Yeah, that's right. She did die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't revisited that one, and luckily, thanks to one person really like putting their heart into our comment section, I'm gonna give season 2 a chance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a chance.
Was that the
But
paragraph, the essay?
yeah, that dude was like, "Yeah, you gotta give it another try. It gets so much better season 2. Like, I understand what you're saying, and I agree it was super pervy, but this is." I was like, "All right, my man. Thanks to you, I'm gonna give it a try, but I will show up at his house
Yeah,
if it
okay.
does not pay off."
Right. Yeah, but she died, and I was like, that was a very quick death, right? You didn't get too much of
Yeah,
her, but it's
yeah,
still
not too
dope.
much.
Yeah, but you need to kill these bitches. Nabara didn't die in JJK. You need to kill that
I
bitch.
mean, we're still to that credit, we're still not sure. We're still not sure if she's dead or
Says the one
not.
who knew Krillin was gonna come back to life.
Yeah,
Yeah, you knew that at 10 years
yeah,
old.
yeah,
But
I
now
did.
you're not sure at 32 years old that she's here.
I
Or I'm
said to
sorry,
be
33.
fair, you know what I mean? Like to be fair, we don't know for sure. I'm with you. I think she's
Well, then why
alive.
you arguing for the other
Like
half?
because
Devil's
someone's got
advocate.
to. Someone's got to.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's not
Yeah,
gonna be
okay.
you. You suck.
Oh, I suck?
Yeah, like
How do I suck?
whenever I agree with you, I immediately think, what am I doing wrong?
Okay.
Like you'll be like, yeah, this person's gotta go. And I'll be like, yeah, oh shit, he agrees with me.
Wait
Fuck.
a minute.
I'm on the wrong
Do I
side
really
here.
like this
Yep.
character?
Yep. Because if he's about them, then there's something wrong with them and something wrong with me.
Right. Itachi Uchiha. Epic death. Right?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Epic death.
That's a good one.
You know what I mean? I know you
Yeah.
got some epic deaths. Come on. Name
Dude,
them off.
I've watched so many animes. It's
Name
one of
them
those things
off.
where I start thinking about them, and I
Levi's
can't think of names.
squad. Levi's squad getting
That shit was
slaughtered.
fucking cold.
Epic.
Irwin's death.
Irwin's death, man, where he's
That
like,
shit was
"We're gonna ride." He gave the greatest speech in anime
dude, it's
history.
gotta be that's gotta be a top 5 death speech. It's gotta be a
Top five,
top death speech.
top
Top
three.
5 speech in general.
Yeah, top three death speech, top five general.
Yeah, it's gotta be. That was fucking cold. Like they'll remember us, and they're gonna remember us because we're gonna charge and we're gonna contribute because we're scouts. Aroo, aroo, aroo.
And he's out there riding. Come on, boys, keep going
Yep,
at this bastard.
yep.
Oh man, epic,
God,
epic.
chills,
And I mean,
chills,
that show had
literal
deaths.
chills.
I mean, the reason why Attack on Titan was so amazing,
Yeah,
Sasha
but
dying. I mean,
that
these
fucked me
deaths,
up. Yeah,
man,
but it's
that
like,
show.
but when you think about it, it makes sense for their world, right?
Yeah.
Like, and even to that credit, it would have made sense in DBZ. Like, we keep taking it back to DBZ because, but it's they're the biggest exploiters of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of
Like,
the
they're the
no one
worst
can
ones. So,
die.
so it's super easy. But it's like you think of AOT where they did it right, and you're like, yeah, their world was built like that. Like,
You
there's
didn't know.
you just don't know.
You
At any
didn't
given
know.
day, anybody could die,
Their
right?
first fucking battle was wild.
Right, they're
Everybody
surrounded by
died
titans. But then you look at DBZ and you're like, "How did nobody really die?"
with people that strong.
Yeah, with
Well,
people
and
that strong showing
citizens were
up,
dying.
fucking cities up.
And that I was about to say, and that's the problem is that citizens were dying. It
Yeah.
just wasn't the
Thank
main
you,
cast.
random citizen.
Right.
But it, like it just makes no sense why you would do that. I mean, even like shows like One Punch Man, right?
Hmm.
Like he fucking kills bad guys, if nothing else. And heroes die in that show all the fucking time. Like, they
Yeah.
get fucked up. Demon Slayer.
but you don't get a lot of connection to those characters.
Demon Slayer, Rengoku died.
A lot of connection to Rengoku.
Fucking think about like we roll up on demons killing niggas all the time. Like
Well,
Demon
Demon
Slayer
Slayer's
cores.
not the greatest example because, again, I mean, the only prominent character that died was Rengoku. I don't want to
Yeah,
give that
well,
away. Oh
yeah,
wait, no,
that one.
that just finished.
Yeah,
After
but
Train Wreck.
let's not discuss that
Yeah,
one. That
I
one
mean, they knew he
literally.
was gonna die.
All right. Okay. I was
You
like,
know what
let's
I
not
mean?
discuss that one. And you're like, they knew it was gonna
I
happen.
didn't say the person.
Yeah. All right. We'll do that. I'll beep out your earlier one because
Yeah, beep out
that
the
one's a little. I don't even feel
close.
good about doing a spoiler for that one.
Yeah, me neither.
We'll just beep that out and
Yeah,
then leave it there. Yeah.
yeah,
But I mean, fucking shit, dude. Like,
yeah.
I think it's a
Some
good
great deaths.
example. I think Demon Slayer is a good
I
example.
don't think so. It only has like one.
Yeah, I guess.
Because all of them are just like
And why
DBZ
did
death.
that one
Like
have
you
to
were
be
this
Rengoku? Like, no
just
one likes the
random
Wind
ass villain.
Hashira. Kill that nigga.
Right. Have you ever seen a situation like Sabito? I fuck with Sabito and that motherfucker is not even in the show. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
that's a
Oh,
good.
quick comparison to Sabito. Shisui from the Uchiha clan. Same
Mm-hmm.
similar situation, right? They
Yeah,
helped the
that's
plot in the
true.
past,
Yeah,
right? Created help like a Shisui was like Itachi to Shisui was like Sabito to Giyu.
right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that works. That's an interesting way to
That's
think
an
about it.
interesting
I mean,
death too, because it came up from the past.
yeah,
Like the guy
I'm
was
trying to
already
think.
dead.
Who's a character that made it through to an end of a show that you fucking with all your heart wanted to die?
That made it through.
Yeah, or at least
Um,
is still alive in an active show. That you're like,
damn.
I either hope they die or I wish they did die if the show's over.
Off the top of my head,
I can tell you mine right now if you want more time to think. And you
yeah,
can't use this one once I give it though.
yeah. Go ahead.
Gabi.
Oh, yeah.
AOT. Gabi.
You said Gabi. It's Gabby.
Gabi. It's Gabi.
It's
I
Gabby.
refuse to say her name correctly. Okay.
Alrighty
I
then,
will never say Gabby. It'll always be Gabi
because she
because
shot
I was
Sasuke.
half asleep when I first heard her name.
Uh huh.
I was half asleep and I was like kind of like zonking in and out.
Uh
I was
huh.
like, who the fuck is, what
You
kind of
say
name is
zonking in
Gabi?
and out.
Yeah. I was like, what kind of fucking name is Gabi? What a dumb fucking name. And I was like, oh, Gabby. Nah, this dumb bitch is Gabi. I
Yeah,
hate her. I
that's a
hate
good
her.
one.
She's one
I
that
hate her
like
too.
with my fucking core, I
Yeah,
want that one to go.
yeah. I'm gonna go
Who do
with
you
that
got?
one. I'm gonna
No,
go
I
with
just said you can't.
that.
Yeah, that's a
uh,
good answer. I'm gonna go with that one.
if I had to pick somebody,
Yeah. Also do it into the microphone, por favor.
I know. Um, fuck, man, that's a tough one.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
I would have needed more time to think about this. I'm
Yeah,
glad you
I
had
can
your
tell you
prep.
I
Glad you
didn't.
had
I
your prep.
literally thought of it when you brought up AOT and
You
Sasha
liar.
dying.
You liar. You had it written down on your screen.
Yeah, okay. You brought up Sasha dying and I thought about Gabi.
Killing her.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will tell you someone who died that I kind of wish stayed alive, even if they're kind of pointless.
Uh-huh.
And this is one that'll kind of make things a little interesting. Fucking Kami.
That you
DBZ.
didn't want to die?
I didn't want him to die, but technically he died. I mean, he
Yeah.
merged with Piccolo,
Right. Yeah. The
which
one.
is another loophole. Two people merging together. That's a loophole.
Yeah, but his conscience wasn't within Piccolo.
Yeah.
It was just his power.
Yeah. Oh, still though.
So he was dead.
Yeah.
But
Piccolo's got three of them niggas. He's got
Irwin.
Nail and
I
that.
really didn't want Irwin to die.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because he was such a. Everything that motherfucker said was on point. There was not
Yeah.
one line that he gave that was not on point.
Dude, when you said his name, I immediately thought about him like sneaking up behind Aaron when they're in that crowd. And he's like, who's the real enemy here?
Right.
And Aaron's like, "What?" And he goes, "Never mind." And then walks away. I was like, I
This
don't know
nigga is
why
cold
I
as
thought
hell.
that shit was cold, but I was like, this nigga's on a different wavelength right
Nigga
now.
spitting bars like Thanos. Crazy.
Yep, yep.
Unbelievable.
Kill half the world, baby.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess a death would be, did Zeke die? Zeke Yeager?
Uh, yeah,
Who killed him?
yeah. He died with Aaron.
Oh.
Levi killed him.
Yeah, no, but didn't he do oh yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Levi
He
got him.
came out and he was like,
Yeah.
"Hey,
I mean,
kill me."
and then
Fuck.
sorry, you just brought up Danos. That's
Yeah.
kind of another way around it. So you remember I brought up the Returner's Guide to, a Returner's Magic should be special, where he
Mhm.
goes back in time and has a chance to prevent things from happening.
Right.
The other option of not killing people off is going back in time, like they did in the Avengers, and bringing those things into the future without him.
Right.
You know, kind of like that's the Trunks fucking DBZ, dude.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
kind of Trunks thing, right?
Yeah.
Even in Super, where he goes and grabs Vegeta and Goku, because they fight. That's when they fight Goku Black.
Yep. Yeah, where they gotta go back in time, and then he
They
became
go to
Goku
they go
Black
to Trunks's.
because he
Yeah,
kept going back in time and
yeah,
using the
and that
Dragon Balls.
fucking time travel, man. Ain't that
Yeah,
a
no,
bitch?
that's the worst arc I've ever seen created on planet Earth.
No, there's the GT Dragon Balls turning evil is the worst arc.
As yeah, I think they're if probably equal, dude. They both just suck ass. Like that, there's not a lot of excuses you can give for the Goku
Yeah,
Black
I'm
arc.
saying monkeys, dog.
Okay, buddy.
Monkey.
Yeah. Um, I guess the character that's alive. I'm trying to think of who's the main villain in JJK.
Oh,
It's not
ooh,
Sukuna, or is it?
uh,
You know what I mean?
Sukuna, I guess, isn't necessarily the main villain.
Kinjaku,
Is that the dude's name,
Kinjaku,
Kenjaku? I
the
think
guy who
that's it.
took
The
yeah,
brain
who
thing.
took what's his face's body.
Ghettos.
Yeah, I want that guy to die a lot because it's like a parasite, you know,
Yeah, lives
like
off a host,
just
kind of a
living
thing.
off of people.
Yeah, and plus, talking brains are just kind of gross in general, just kind
Right.
of icky. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
don't even like looking at it. So he could be a hero. I'd be like, this nigga needs to go with
Right.
talking brain, dog.
Yeah, and then for him to absorb Mahito, who was probably villain of the year, it's like, bro, this dude just took on the entire fucking what do you call
Yeah,
it?
but
Every almost every
I
sorcerer.
think they even said it in the show where that was easy for him because he always thought Mahito was gonna turn on him anyways.
Yeah. No, I get it, but
So he was ready to do that
it
at
was
a
already
moment's notice.
right, like it
So
was already a
I
fucked
think
up
it's fine
dynamic. But
that he swooped him up because Mahito was gonna come after him sooner or later.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just to
Yeah.
just write that in is pretty stupid.
Yeah. But I mean another interesting comment, another interesting
God damn.
situation would be like Yu Yu Hakusho.
Mhm.
Yusuke. He dies technically and
Right.
comes back as a
As a
spirit detective,
right. Kind of like a
right?
soul reaper kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of like
The
the
idea
Soul
of
Reaper
that.
situation. Yeah, where it's like a different version of yourself and you come back with conditions, kind of a thing. Like that's if I like that. If people came back that way, not everybody, of course. Like if everybody could come back that way, that's one thing. But if people can come back that way, like that's not a bad way to go about it.
But you gotta earn that, right? Didn't he earn that by saving the kid or whatever?
Um, I
Like,
don't
earn
think
the
he
ability to
necessarily
become a
earned it.
spirit detective?
I think that just because he did that, he didn't go to hell. And it
Right, but
left him
didn't
in
that
limbo.
that's what
I
I'm
think it
saying,
left him in
though.
limbo. I don't think people in limbo don't necessarily have the opportunity to become a spirit detective.
But
And
because of what you did,
I
because of
think
his
that
act
yeah,
of kindness,
they gave him a chance, but I don't think it was maybe. Yeah,
why else would they have?
you have to you I think you need to go and rewatch because it is explained. I just can't explain it in words. I can't for whatever reason put it in words. But I think if you went back and watched the anime, it would make more sense to you. Because I don't think you haven't watched the anime recently, have you?
Not
What about
since
as an
as a kid.
adult?
No,
Yeah. See,
only as a kid.
if you go back and watch it, you'll be like, "Oh, okay." So it wasn't this, but it's it played a role, but a very, very small role.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Um,
Because he
but
also had to prove it. He had to prove himself too. And so if you
right.
bring characters back that way, because that's another one where there was conditions.
Mhm.
There's conditions to him coming back and parameters to him being back.
Mhm.
Like he had all this newfound powers. He had to be a spirit detective. Like there was all kinds of shit going on.
Right.
It wasn't just like poof, you did something great. Here's your great deed for the day. Now you can go back to your
Yeah.
body.
It wasn't lazy writing is ultimately what you're saying.
Yeah.
They didn't just throw it out there and say, "Hey, he's back." And he's choosing to do all the right stuff.
Yeah. Do you think writers, when they read characters' deaths and shit like that, do you think writers talk shit to other writers about writers? You think that
No,
like
I don't.
writers are like their own little clique?
I think they're too. Actually, yeah, I do. I think because they read so much, probably
I
those
think
guys
so.
probably read an awful lot. Like, imagine how much somebody who writes reads.
Yeah. I'm sure there are some that don't read any though. You know
I
what I
doubt
mean?
it. I doubt it. You have to find
It's
inspiration.
like people who cut hair all day, they don't cut their kids' hair or anything like that
I
because
wouldn't
that's
say
what they
that.
do all day. Like I'm sure it's something similar. I'm sure there are people out there.
No, because I don't think you could be into writing books unless you were into reading books. I've never heard of somebody.
I think you could. I think it's rare. I'm sure
Nah,
it's rare, but I think you could.
I don't think you could.
Yeah, I could see someone being like, "Yeah, I never wrote a book in my life or read a book.
Clearly,
Never
you've
read a
never
book
read a
in my
book
life."
in your
Well, I
life,
can't read. I talk about it all the fucking time, man.
but you want to write your own manga.
All
So
the
this
goddamn.
really comes
I
down
really
to
do.
you,
I really
doesn't it?
do.
You're
I
saying
really
I
do.
think people can because it's you.
Yes, that's
You're
exactly
the
what I was
guy who
doing.
can't read, doesn't like to read, doesn't
Buy
want
my
to
manga,
read,
guys.
but you want to write a manga.
Yep. Yep, that's it. But yeah, so we're getting close to time though. Do you have any final thoughts
Yeah.
on
Yeah, I
characters
do.
dying?
Yeah, I do, as a matter of fact. I
Okay.
love it. Love every minute of it. And comment down below if you guys know some really good animes that you don't know who's gonna die, you don't know when they're gonna die, you don't know how they're gonna die, but people are just dropping randomly. Drop those in the comment section below because I think those
Yeah.
are also the best to talk about. It's not
Yeah.
fun talking about an anime where everybody's fucking alive all the time.
No, also make sure you guys throw in the comments too. You can also throw in there your favorite deaths overall.
Yeah.
Just what are some of your favorite deaths?
Mhm. Let this be
You
your
know?
spoiler.
Yeah, absolutely. But guys, we're pretty close to our hour.
Actually, don't spoil anything if it's currently coming out.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't be
Don't
that
do
guy,
that.
guys.
So if it's already out and it's already through that
Yeah.
season, then you can launch that shit in the comment section. Go ahead.
Yeah. But guys, we
On your phone.
appreciate every single fucking one of you guys.
Yes, we do.
I think we're right around like 710 on the followers.
Yes, we are.
We're building a lot quicker than we thought we would. We
Yes,
really
we are.
appreciate it, guys. Remember, a real friend tells a friend. Make sure you
Yes,
like,
sir.
comment, subscribe, smash that notification bell. Black, you got anything for the people?
Nope. Just appreciate you
Whoa.
guys, man.
Take two.
Just appreciate you guys. We have a lot of fun doing this. We're
Yeah,
gonna keep
enjoy
it
it.
pumping it out, and yeah.
Yeah, I think we're picking the perfect time to end this episode because Blackie's forgetting how to talk currently. We are watching it happen. This shit is out of
Yeah.
control. It's usually
Yeah.
me, which makes it even crazier. It's almost always me.
I was like that when Donzo died. I was like,
One of the best bad guys out there in the game.
yeah.
But all right, guys. Comedy Hashira,
Blackie Chan,
we out.
we out.